Hi guys, I'm back with another video and it's Steven Universe. I did warn you guys on Sunday that I would be uploading more Steven Universe fan art, and apologies to anyone who doesn't like the show again. I feel really connected with it and I feel really inspired by it, so expect more. That being said, I didn't really plan this one at all. I was tidying up my supplies from the Ruby and Sapphire drawing, which I'll put a link in the description if you haven't seen it, and I was just like looking at my inks and I thought, you know what, they kind of look like I could get Garnet, like Garnet's raw version. People are calling it either raw Garnet or cotton candy Garnet from the answer last week, and I was like, oh, maybe I could just like do some practicing with like layering down inks, because the thing I like about watercolors and inks is that they give this kind of like edge, this sort of wet edge that other traditional media doesn't do. So I thought that would be really cool if I could incorporate that as her hair. So I just ripped out another piece of my Langton hot press paper, and it looks like a bit of a waste because, like, looking at it now, I can see it, like, it doesn't fill the whole page, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I was there to experiment with it, so I'm just laying down a basic pencil sketch here, and I have to keep looking at her designs. That's why I keep sort of like stopping and starting a little bit. I was going to edit this out, but this, in case you didn't notice, is a lot slower than my normal videos, and that's because this picture took me no time at all. Maybe I was just feeling creative already from just finishing the Ruby and Sapphire piece, but it's actually only sped up 350%, whereas normally I speed up my videos 1000%, so it's like, what, a third slower than normal. But I know someone mentioned uploading slower videos. I'm not going to upload like super slow videos. I only did it because I didn't have a lot of footage or time on this one. I think the total, it only took me about, I don't know, half an hour at most to draw the whole thing start to finish, including the thumbnailing at the beginning. And I kind of just wanted to slow this one down and see how it looks, see how you guys feel with it. So I didn't outline her hair. Like I said, I wanted to use the wet edging of the watercolors and the inks. I didn't use watercolor, I used ink. Give that wet edge look for her hair. And there is one big mistake in this, and I'm not going to point it out, because I realized it after I'd finished. And I thought if I was going to sell prints of it, then I would add it in digitally, the thing that is missing. And I just feel a bit stupid, but it was just an honest mistake, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to sell prints of it. I might put them up for pre-order, see if I get enough interest to sit and print it, because, to be honest, I don't want too much Steven Universe print stuff on my store. But yeah, so I use Copics here, and I'm just doing a close-up there of the eyes. This was kind of out of frame a little bit, and I don't remember it being that out of frame when I shot it, so that's kind of annoying. I am still sort of getting to grips with my visual sort of approach to videos, and so you gotta bear with me. I'm still new, I'm still fresh. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with the pastels, because pastel colours are my favourite colours, and just pastel Garnet was just awesome. Cotton candy Garnet. Oh, she's so beautiful. And I kind of lost it when you see her fusion for the first time. It's just, wow. I love how she wasn't just completely Garnet. I never really stopped to think about the fact that she just wouldn't form like the Garnet we know purely from her first fusion. She was a mix. She was an impossible creation, and I really, really, really like that. And she was literally like if you just threw paint at Garnet in like different shades. And it's really interesting that like she was so fumbly, and she's completely not like the Garnet we know now. It's just fantastic. So I just love her colours, and it was just a really nice reveal. And I think I'm using the Garnet colour for her skin. It's one of my oldest Copics actually, R59 Garnet. I actually looked up all of the Steven Universe characters as Copic pens. I own Garnet, Malachite, and I think I have Amethyst and Pearl White, potentially. But there's a Rose Quartz, there is Sardonyx even, there's Crystal Opal. I can't remember any of the others. There is, I can't remember now. Don't even know if there's a Ruby and a Sapphire. There's no Peridot either. Or Peridot. Obviously, the colour in the gemstone is pronounced differently over here in England. We say Peridot. But obviously, I will call the character Peridot because that's how she's referred to. So I didn't colour her face in when I did the Copics. And that was because I wanted, again, the edge of the ink to sort of, you know, create the shape of where I would then colour around when I got to her face, if that makes sense. I'm probably rambling. I'm really hungry right now. I'm really bad with talking when I'm hungry. You're not you when you're hungry. So I used, for the inks for her hair, I used, again, my Diamine inks, and I mixed Marine and Bilberry, because I only have 3. Well, I've got more now. I only had like 3 actual colours, 3 hues. I mixed Bilberry and Marine to create that blue, and then I watered that down until it became a pastel soft blue. So that's mixing the 2 colours. And then for the pink, I just watered down Wild Strawberry. And here, this is what I mean, like creating that wet edge against her face so that it's got the shape from the hair rather than like having to ink it and then just sort of have a really harsh edge to it. Edge to it. And what's nice about the inks is I did pick up a bit of the different colours and mix them, so I've got a bit of purple in there as well. I just like the edge. I don't know. Is it called a wet edge? I don't know. I know there's a tool for brush on Photoshop. A tool for brushes on Photoshop called wet edge, and it kind of creates that. So I'm guessing that's why I'm calling it that anyway. But yeah, so once I'd created the shape of the hair, I did mix a bit of blue just to sort of soften the colours, make it soft overall. And then I went back in and coloured the skin, and then like I kind of like sort of ate into the ink a bit to give that edge that I really, really, really wanted. That was the whole inspiration for this piece, was to use the sort of organicness of ink, if that's a term. I don't know. I'm probably like making stuff up as I go. But I hope that comes across anyway. Oh, I should also mention I've started using Tumblr a bit more frequently. It's a little bit more personal, but I do post my artwork on there as well. And my Tumblr is in the description below. It is like, I do sometimes go on a little bit of a rant, and I reblog things like not social justice things, but like I will reblog things that I think are important that people should know. So just beware before you follow my Tumblr if that's not the kind of stuff you want to see. Not that there's anything bad on my Tumblr, it's just like, it's Tumblr-y, if that makes sense. Yeah, so then I just added it with some cherry blossom thing petals, rose petals, yes, probably rose petals. And yeah, she's finished. I don't know if I'm going to sell print or the original. I'll have a preemptive sort of link if you want to pre-order a print, and if I get enough then I'll probably print them. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.